So how do you pull someone into your world? Well, it's helpful to know, first off, what kind of worlds people like to be pulled into. And while, of course, there are times where people want to be fascinated, interested, intrigued, or even moved, generally, the thing that most people like is to feel fun. This is why way back in first impressions, it's the first emotion that you want to hit. It's the most infectious, the one that most people are willing to participate in. So how do you convey this very simply? Well, we talked about jokes. Really, it's a smile. Right? We're all the way back in first impressions, but I want to dive deeper into it. What makes a smile one that is infectious, that catches other people, and what makes a smile one that just feels forced, faked, like uncomfortable? I think it's useful to look, if you can, while I'm going through this, at your Instagram or your Facebook or photo album, whatever you've got, just to see habitually how you do this, because there are three elements that make a smile infectious. The first one, very simply, is if there is space between your teeth. So I'm going to just show you real quick. So here's this is what kids do, cheese. And this is, if you're laughing, you have a little bit of space in between your teeth. Now, does this have to happen all the time? No, but when you laugh, you don't go, hee hee hee. In fact, it's uncomfortable. You have to laugh with your mouth open. The second piece that kids tend to do when I say this cheese is they pull down instead of up and back. So they go, cheese. Now, that is an exaggerated example, but sometimes when we're smiling, we've taken a bunch of pictures for prom or a wedding or whatever it is, we go, and we just kind of like hold this one down. We lock our jaw. A real smile is going to be gummier up top, right? It pulls from up in here. It pulls in from your cheeks. And when you're laughing, you're like, your face hurts all up in here. So that's the second piece. These ones are more in your control, but the thing that is toughest to control is here. Crow's feet, right? If real smile, like most people can go this, they can pull up, and they just get this. And this is what they have. This is how they smile. That's fine. But really the smile that connects with people, and you have to actually feel this one to make it work, because it's kind of, I have to feel goofy while I do this, is it's occurring right in here. It's underneath the eyes. It's I think the orbis oculare is the title of these muscles. But these get tense. And this is why you can see if someone is smiling, even if they cover their mouth oftentimes, if it is a real smile. Now, this is not something that we just talked about presence, right? How does this mix with presence? This is for you to check now. I don't want you going out thinking, is this smile working? Because that's going to take you completely out of it. What I would like you to do is to check some of your photos, right? To notice yourself. If you want, you can record a video on your computer, tell a joke, and see how you smile. Sometimes, because of our upbringings, our culture, whatever, we learn to smile in a particular way. And I know this can be sometimes true of Eastern cultures, is that they feel like they're not allowed to smile too much, so they keep it tight. Right? So a lot of them, when they laugh, they feel like they have to cover. That might be appropriate over in certain Eastern cultures. Speaking to a Western audience in America, in Europe, a lot of these places, smiling big, even if it's not the cultural norm, is much, much more engaging, captivating, and magnetic. So checking to see how you smile and allowing yourself, if you don't, to just free it up a little bit, right? To laugh with an open jaw, to go up and let your eyes engage, that is going to make you much more magnetic. Not something to think about when you're out, something to check right now.